I hit rock bottom before destiny called me to join Ozzy Osbourne.
So when did you actually decide that you wanted to make this your full-time living? Was there a moment where it just hit you and said, this is it, I want to do this for the rest of my life?
It's interesting because I was basically right before I got my first real job with Ozzy Osbourne. I was sleeping on in Kevin DuBro's, our singer in the band Quiet Riot, on his spare bedroom floor in an apartment in the valley. No, there was no bed.
Oh, there was no bed.
Shag carpeting, and it was sticky. I never asked why, but it was sticky. But then I had to play in his band that he had, so I could, make the money to pay him to be in his spare bedroom. Because if I had a car, I would have slept in the car. But I didn't have a car neither, so it was, I was really grateful that he arranged that for me, And it was at the point. It's like, okay, when I moved to LA in '77, still, rock bands were getting signed, and then comes by '78, '79, here comes punk and new wave, and nobody was getting signed if you were in a rock band. I didn't want to move back to Miami. And then I had a epiphany.
Okay.
And I surrendered. I gave up my life, surrender my life to God. And at that point, even though I was still sleeping on the floor, I was at peace. I was at peace. Awesome. It was like almost like in a state of grace. I during a prayer, I spoke with God and I said, as long as my fingers are moving, I'm going to see that as a sign to keep going. But if I never make it, my relationship with God was more important than anything else. And that was it. That the giving up control of my life, and it was just, I left that up to God, which is what I do. What I do from that point on, I started to just be prepared, show up, and let God take control of it.
So once you did that, your life kind of everything just excelled upward.
Within 2 or 3 days, I got the call to join Ozzy.